Greetings, y'all. It's your knock Peter Mata, and welcome back to another Golf Stories podcast. I'm, of course, joined here by PGA Tour caddy Derell Atten. Derell, episode 14, I believe.
Episode 14, we're here. I'm surprised how we always get it in.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easier said than done, but we still keep doing it.
Yeah, we keep pushing. And
we keep pushing. So
keep going no matter the schedule.
I'm proud of that in that light.
Yeah. And it's gone by so fast. I mean, 14, that's a couple months, 2 or 3 months. It doesn't feel that way, but it's become a part of our routine.
I think for me, it's nice to just have something to look forward to. I still, if I didn't look forward to doing these, I don't think it'd be good. So at least, I do look forward to it. And, I set my time, that this is what I'm doing this day and that. So,
and it's kept me so much more engaged. I'm not that I haven't been watching the PGA Tour over the years, but I make sure to pay attention to what's going on, watch the highlights at least, So,
I definitely am more engaged because of this. It definitely was easier because of what this past weekend was.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
that helps.
Yeah. Did you get any golfing or anything like that? Caddying in?
So the past 2 days I've been caddying at Cypress Point. So
shout out
Alistair McKenzie. There we go. I actually, wore my Augusta Master stuff this week just to kind of, get that vibe and get that feel. So that was good. I played golf on Thursday. And I played golf on Saturday. So, nothing too crazy. The game is, I'm hitting my irons really well. I can tell you that right now. So I don't want to video it at the moment because I know I'm going to hate it and hate how it looks. So just rolling with it. And hopefully I've told you on the side. I don't even know if I told it on the podcast, but definitely next year, I definitely plan on playing at least, 3 to 4, maybe 5, 6 in that realm of tournaments. So gearing up for that.
Yeah, gearing up like Tiger, just the big events.
Yes, just the big events. I'm not going to play a full schedule anymore. I don't.
You're
plan
retired from that. Yeah.
Yeah. No more full summer schedules for me.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, as much you might not like the way your swing looks, it looks great on your stories on Instagram. I like the way it looks. Yeah.
Trust me, if you know how. We'll leave it at that. By the way, do you get any golf in? Like, what's up over there? Like, how's the weather been over there?
The weather's been great. Actually, it's been starting to rain the past few days, so it's been a little low on golf. But I did actually play a little scramble on was it Friday? Good friend, shout out Adam Taylor and my brother David Mata, as well as his friend Dennis Berry. We finished second with a 58.
Whoa.
It was actually tied first. They got us on the scorecard playoff. I mean,
I hate the scorecard playoff.
You got to play that off. I mean, if it's for first, but it was a fun event. Shout out to Southern Law School for putting that on. That was a fun event. Had good food, had the goodie bag, and good course, local course, Santa Maria. Shout out to them. The course was in good shape, and I'm feeling good about my game. I told the group that you can hop on my back. I don't mind. And I'm pretty sure I carried them for 3 or 4 holes where it was just.
So you're the ringer.
Yeah, I was the ringer. I brought it. Yeah, no, I'm feeling good about my game. I don't. What do I have? I have a tournament or qualifying next month. I might have a tournament in a week or 2 or so. But the game's in good shape, man. I'm happy where it's at.
Good. Yeah. At least someone is.
Yeah.
Someone has to be between us two.
If they had me in Augusta, I was peaked for it,
I definitely was jealous looking at Twitter feed, all the, the media members that get to play it on Monday.
Yeah. Oh.
Right. Like showing all their invitations. I was like, I think I might even want to do that one day just so I can tee it up there.
Yeah. No, I also saw on the Instagram, there was a poll, what would you do to get a round in at Augusta National? And there was some trading your kid was one of the choices. I was like, are you kidding me, guys? Come on now.
And the crazy part is you're playing it right after the tournament. Yeah. So the conditions are still, it's not like you're playing it I've played TPC Scottsdale in the fall and it's nothing close to, I've played TPC sawgrass and it's nothing close. So, when you're playing it after, you're getting the full treat.
Yeah, exactly. It does take. I've done that too. Played on like TPC Louisiana when it's like not in tournament shape, and it kind of takes you out of it. It's like, oh well.
It takes you out of the what you expect.
Yeah, but at Augusta National, I mean, honestly, for me, just being on grounds would be amazing. But yeah,
it'll happen.
It will happen. Hopefully one day. Maybe win the US Mid-Am. That's my goal. How about that? Yeah, I'm 25 now, so I can.
I mean, not to burst your bubble, I think they got rid of it for the Mid-Am.
I'm
not 100% sure, but I thought I heard about it. Again, we'll have to do our research after.
I hope not. I know I saw what's his name, Stuart Hagestad, who seems to just win all those in the field. So I'm not sure if it was the last one.
I think I thought I heard again. We'll take a peek after.
Yeah. Well,
just something to take
first in my bubble. I guess I'll just be a patron.
Yeah.
But it's fun being a patron too. Obviously this weekend was we crowned a new champ. He's not so new. He's still number one, Mr. Scottie Scheffler. 4 out of 6.
How'd we get that wrong?
I don't know. I felt like we had 9 choices. Not one of us could have put him in one of our picks.
I mean, like it was laid on a platter for you.
Yeah, it was.
Like the door was as wide open as can be. You just got to walk. You can crawl through it.
Yeah. Just tiptoe over it. Just that's something, guys.
Yeah.
And it's almost, it was too obvious. Like, oh, come on. 3 out of 5. He's happy. Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah, no chance. It's Augusta.
Yeah. But I'm sure you caught a good bit of the coverage. What you think?
For sure. He's just playing lights out. He just has this confidence and, I've always said before, even on this pod, like you want to ride the wave, and his wave is longer than most.
Mm-hmm.
His wave is how long has it been? So he's just riding it, and it's cool to see. And he's just taking down, guys after guys.
Mm-hmm. 4 out of 6, dude. 2 months ago, we were talking about like, oh, this he's a bust, basically. Like, when's he gonna win? And now, goes on this. I mean,
we were putting him on. I think I put him in
the American Express. I remember
American Express.
Yeah,
I was like, let's go, baby. And
we were a day late. Yeah, they're a day late again. $1 short.
It's all good. Cool to see, though. Cool to see.
Yeah, no, good dude. Great golfer. He's got a great support system. Good wife. Good family around him, seemingly. So. He's just on cloud 9. I can only imagine. Played great. Your boy Rory and Sung JM, both of your picks were up there. Any comment on that? Were you getting really excited?
I was very. It's cool to see Rory, and I think. So I listened to that Adam Scott
on Chasing Majors.
Yeah, and so I think he's in that same realm right now for the Masters, towards the end. If you heard it, me and and I think he's trending towards that. Mm-hmm. So early call, but the next year I got him as well.
Yeah, we just write him in for your pick.
And also, like, I paid very close attention to, on Sunday when he hit that tee shot on 10. Like 10 just stands out to me, and especially what happened to him.
Yeah.
And so, how he hit 10 on Sunday was just, he just can go up to that tee and just hit his 3-wood and just absolutely do what he does. And so I think he's over that, because scar tissue, I believe, is real, especially when it comes to the game of golf and you see, what you can do and what you have done. So with that, like watching him on Sunday hit that tee shot on 10, it was, again, cool to see that. I think he's over it.
Yeah. No, I mean, he literally had like the perfect come from behind round, other than not winning, but 64, no bogeys, and, holing out from just everywhere. 7, chipping on 10, hole out on 18. Him and Morikawa, no less.
Morikawa, that group.
That is, I've never seen that. It's almost like in the 99 Carnassi, I know Craig Perry hold a bunker shot. It's almost like if Vandeveld hold that to win it.
Yeah.
Like the equivalent of that. But, it was bonkers to see. Yeah, Colin Morikawa played well, pretty much shot for shot, just about, other than his 3 hole outs McIlroy had. Um, Cameron Smith, of course, was the one applying pressure. He got down to 2, I believe, on this hole right behind me. Number 12 came back by it again. Any comments on Cameron Smith and his performance?
So that one, I don't know. I know he's hitting it longer now. I've been in a group with Cam Smith before. And again, the thing that stands out to me the most when I was in his group was his short game. His putting, his chipping, just around the greens is just very, well organized, knows what he's doing. He wasn't as long. And I think over the past year, I think, he's been in a new workout program. He's been hitting it way better. He's been hitting it longer. And so 155, it showed him hitting a 9-iron.
9-iron.
And so I think he had to get a lot of that 9-iron. And so I personally, again, I'm not speaking, just most guys that I would have caddied for, in my experience, just as my personal, would have hit just a choke 8. Just because, again, you don't have to go for it. You don't, granted, 9 was probably the perfect club, but you have to hit it perfect.
Yeah.
And so that's, I think, what happened there is that he relied on a perfect shot. Again, the thing that I think about with that is I think he's coming from a lot of confidence, just birding that last hole.
11.
And then at TPC, when he won on 17, I think that was a similar type of thing. Like, hey, I'm just going to kind of go at it. It's a full club and swing. So I don't know what he was thinking. Again, I'm just saying my take. I'm not saying I'm right.
Yeah.
So he's the pro. He's the one hitting the clubs. But with that being said, knowing what I know there, you have to make sure you're hitting a second shot. You're hitting 2, not dropping, where you're dropping, because that drop is not easy. It's not that drop is not even an auto bogey, So
look, I mean, he's 2 shots back. I mean, you still got 2 par 5s to go. You're probably playing even. You're playing even better than Scheffler, I'd say, that at that point.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So, I mean, why not just put in the middle of the green, or at least aim
middle left?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get your par.
Even hit it where Scheffler hit it, long left.
Exactly. Put pressure on Scheffler, because, I mean, once you see that, and Scheffler saw it, he went second. He was like, all right, well, then I'm not even going to be messing with that. So
and he didn't. So that's why he hit it where he hit it.
Yeah. So it changed the whole dynamic of the whole thing. And not to, Scheffler played great, obviously. Third hole, we forgot to mention, he chipped in for eagle, and he played great. But, at that moment in time when, it's really gotten closed up, it's in the back 9 that started at Augusta.
Yeah.
I mean,
why you love it.
You got to, you just see it year after year, guys going after number 12, and they fall out there. So I don't know. That's something with Cam Smith. It bites him just like that, or sometimes it does go well for him, like it did on 17 at Players. But he's sometimes overly aggressive. It's like when to dial it back, when to go for it type of thing with him. Because I mean, he has got the game, no question. No one's doubting his ability. So
it has blossomed like crazy over the past couple of years.
And I would not be surprised if he puts on this green jacket one day soon too.
The beauty is, his type of play suits there. So that's where you can put him in that category that can win. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, he put up a good fight. I'm sure he'll put up a good fight in the coming years. McIlroy, Morikawa, the contenders. Corey Connors was up there, our boy.
I think it's his 3rd top 10.
I was looking at it. He went tied 10 a couple years ago, tied 8th, and now tied 6. So if you're a betting man for next year, Corey Connors will probably be a tie 4th or something.
It's a ball striking Jesse.
Yeah. So he was up there. Tough conditions. Obviously, we have to talk about Tiger. Returned and actually played all 4 rounds and actually made the cut. He was my contender pick, the only one to make the cut out of my picks. Any thoughts on good old Tiger and seeing him?
I'm just glad to see him back. I think making the cut was a big deal.
Yeah.
I know everybody wants that Cinderella story of him winning and doing all this, but knowing what I know in golf, like, you need to play events and just get used to the atmosphere, because it is different. And I think the first 2 days and then the weekend showed that Tiger still needs time to keep putting in more reps and, like doing doing all those things, because it's not like you take a 14-month break and all of a sudden contend and win.
Yeah.
I know he's Tiger Woods, but even him needs, all that
shake the rust
process and rust. It was just cool to see him make the cut, though. It made everything exciting. So, and he looked good the first 2 days. So with that being said, I'm glad for, to see when he's going to play next. I know I've seen some things that he might play St. Andrews, that he committed, but no PGA. And I'm not really too worried about that. I just want to see him play.
Right. I mean, I'm fist pumping because family and I are going to go see.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That would be great. If we get to see him for sure. Yeah, he said he will be there. We'll be there too, Tiger. We'll say hello. But yeah, no, it's excellent to see him. It's excellent that he finished and made the cut. Yeah, I mean, we all just I for one got too excited to put him out there, but it's true. You do need to shake the competitive rust, and I think this is definitely a good test for him as far as like what he needs to do with his body going forward. If he really does want to at least play in these big events, so to speak, he's not going to play a full schedule anymore. But I mean, I can foresee him playing the majors, probably his tournament, maybe the Players, something like that.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, which should be enough to, hopefully get some sort of rhythm getting into.
Without a doubt.
To be competitive, at least, God forbid win, goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, great seeing him. I think we'll see him at Southern Hills. I know he said, even 3 weeks ago, he didn't think he'll play the Masters and he doesn't know about events in between, but I think he'll be ready for Southern Hills. Knock on wood. But yeah, great to see El Tigre back in action. There's some signs. It wasn't all consistent, but there's some signs of the old Tiger in there. But yeah, any last thoughts on the Masters before we turn the page?
It was exciting. Cool to see Scottie win. I enjoyed this Masters a lot.
Yeah, it was a nice one to watch. Nice cozy one.
And I was able to watch it because last year I was on a plane to Hilton Head, so
couldn't sneak a peek in the plane, huh?
Yeah, the plane that I had didn't have it showing. I think I was flying United, and I don't think they had it on the plane that I was on. So
gotcha.
All good.
Yeah,
it's cool to see it.
Yeah,
I think the play in general would be to travel wherever I am, to travel on Saturday, and then kind of do it that way.
Yeah.
So all good. Till next year.
Yeah. It's funny. Also, one thing with Scottie, it was funny to see him 4-putt the last. That's something I've never you don't see often. I think I've seen it.
But that's why you have the lead that you have. Yeah. You're able to do that.
Yeah. We all dreamed of 4-putt the last hole for the win, of course.
Yep.
But no, yeah. Shout out Scottie Scheffler, bright future. Got that first major. I mean, knocked it out, and gosh, I mean, there's only one guy you could really compare. I was saying kind of David Duval-ish, but almost. I mean, Tiger's the only one that's kind of had that sort of rise in his first 4 wins and get that major. So great job, Scottie Scheffler. We shall turn the page to the next tournament, the RBC Heritage at Hilton Head, South Carolina. Just, I don't know, within 100 miles from Augusta, which is nice and cozy for the players.
Driving private.
Yeah.
The next event.
Exactly. Pulling up your yacht behind me, make yourself nice. Make yourself a home here. Harbor Town, Derell, short course, par 71. I played it on Tiger Woods Golf, but what's it like in real life?
It's sneaky hard a little bit. It's a plotters golf course. Again, long hitters are not necessarily at an advantage here. Obviously, you can be an advantage if you do the right things. But for the most part, it's a plotters golf course. When you see guys like Furyk and, the past winners, not really guys that bomb the ball like Furyk, Brandon Grace, CT Pan, Satoshi Kodaira has won there. Wesley Bryan, they're not really known for the long ball. Again, it's a plotters golf course. And if it gets windy around that place, it's tough. Again, tight fairways. Awesome golf course, very old school, vintage, just, strategic type of golf.
Yeah. Bombers are neutralized for sure.
With a great view. It just,
that place is a small town, great vibe.
just easy going, easy type of lifestyle. And again, great week. Again, tough to be missing it. This is another week where there's another course on that area that they let caddies play. So there's certain weeks that caddies, typically bring their golf clubs, and this is one of those weeks.
Oh, wow.
As we're basically able to beat up that other golf course and guys, get their matches in or whatever.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know it's a resort and they have like a number of courses, I guess, on the little, I won't say island, kind of just space.
Yeah, their little like area that they're in.
Yeah. Tons of little courses. I mean, this one's just carved into the coast here, basically. Beautiful little course. I know the there's a golf week tour, AM tour, and the national championship is here. So one day, maybe when I start playing that tour, maybe I can get on here. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
So it's a course that I would say it's pretty popular. It's a nice, like you said, I guess almost decompressing for players who came off the Masters. It's nice
without a doubt. Honestly, thinking about it now, like it fits amazing in the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect in the schedule. They could bring their families. Everyone can have a good time in Hilton Head.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. What's your strategy here? Would you take fairway finders and making some putts?
Fairway finders and a guy that can make putts. That's kind of the key. First is always you can miss the fairways here in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
they're very tight. Again, strategic. So fairway comes first, and then from there you can operate.
Yeah, super tight course. Stuart Sink is your defending champion here. Beat out Harold Varner and let me see who else. I know there's someone else. I have it right here. Emiliano Grillo, your boy. You picked a couple times. So yeah, that was a good event. It was a second win for the Stuart Sink last year. He was your pick at the Masters. Maybe a repeat. So
all striker.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll get into the picks right now. What you think, Derell? Who's your dark horse?
So my dark horse, I have him right here.
Yes, and we're using the CBS as always. It's linked.
He's 125 to 1. I'm going with Danny Willett.
Danny Willett.
I'm gonna keep my theme of trenders.
I like it.
Going. Danny Willett played fairly well last week, starting to show up again. And sometimes you just needed that week to just kind of, get things, situated. I always like to think remember the week where Kyle Stanley kind of blew it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what year that was, but it was at, Torrey Pines, and then the next week ends up winning. So I'm a believer in when you're playing well, and you're riding this wave like a Scottie Scheffler. He's riding this wave. So sure. I typically like to look at those guys that are kind of, we haven't heard in a while, and then their wave is coming in. And I think Danny Willett right now is on this wave.
I like it. Danny Willett, you picked him, I believe, at Puerto Rico or Punta Cana, I think.
Yes, I did. Just before the Masters.
Yeah, and he played solid there, and then played solid at the Masters. I think tied 14th or tied 12th, one of those two. It's good to see him back. I know a lot of people say he's a one-hit wonder. I guess kind of is at this point, but he's got some DP World Tour wins too, and he's a talented player. I think he gets just overshadowed because he took one from Spieth, but hey, a win's a win, man, and especially if
someone has to win.
Yeah, someone's got to do it. So he's not apologizing for it.
No chance.
Yeah, I know he's working with Sean Foley and he's getting his game back. So yeah, that's a good solid pick, 125 to 1. My dark horse, a guy who played well at another shorter course last year, kind of inspired the fans a lot. He's been playing solid this year at similar courses like TPC Sawgrass, shorter course. Shorter, plays nice plotting game. I don't think he's played here, but I'm going to go for it. Another Texas grad, Kramer Hickok, 200 to 1. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah. I think he's due for a W. Lost to Harris English in that nice playoff they had going back and forth at the Travelers. So yeah, I think he's gonna have a good week. Who knows if he'll win, but he's gonna have a good week.
Well, the promising thing that you have for that pick from a caddy, stance is the caddy that he has now was the caddy that was with Wesley Bryan when they won.
Oh,
well then. He's going to have some of his notes. So with that being said, that's going to definitely help your case on that.
That's the insider track. See, I didn't even know that. So that's perfect. I'll double down on Kramer Hook.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good tie-in then.
So for
contender,
for me, my contender, going back to I've used him before.
I
don't know. I think he was in the top 20. He might have top 15. I couldn't tell you the last leaderboard, but definitely going back to my roots, guy that has had actually a really good year that he's under the radar a lot, but he's had a really, really good year. I'm going Russell Henley.
I like it. I was eyeing him too, 35-1.
Yes, Russell Henley. I don't know what he exactly finished last year, but he finished well.
Yeah. Georgia boy, which is right near here,
Right there. I'm sure he's played, those type of places, that style. And again, he just shows up. He's had a really good year this year that I don't think if you're not really watching golf, you wouldn't realize he's had a great year.
Yeah. He almost broke our streak early on in the podcast when you chose him at Sony, but Hideki had to take it from him there. But yeah, no, I like that pick, 35-1. Like I said, I would say he fits it well. Like I always compare him to Brandt Snedeker, who has won here. So
yes,
I think it's an excellent pick.
This is his. He's a plotter. He's he can make putts, and I think he's number one in greens. I don't know if it's in greens hit or proximity, one of the two.
Yeah. All around game, just solid Russell Henley. He's due. I know he hasn't won in a while. He's due.
No.
So I like that pick. I was eyeing him as well, but I saw someone that was right next to him. I'm liking your European flavor with Danny Willett. I'm gonna go on these two picks, so he's gonna be European to spoil it. But for my contender pick specifically, I'm gonna go with the guy who hasn't won but is always right there, Tommy Fleetwood.
I definitely like that.
Yeah,
ball striker. This place has been kind to, international, Kadaira, CT Pan, Brandon Grace,
Kadaira.
So it's a good pick. I'm not against that. I love that. Ball strike, fairway, fairway Jesus.
Yes, sir. Tommy Fleetwood. Fun fact, I read about him last year that he wanted to actually become an actor before he became a golfer. So that's why he's so fun. I enjoy those DP World Tour videos they make, and he's always he's
great at it. He's great at it.
In it, so he's great at it. Yeah, I can see the acting chops for sure. But maybe if he actually wins, he'll actually chop off the hair. I don't know, or maybe just keep it going like Cameron Smith has been doing. Who knows? Fairway Jesus, baby.
Fairway Jesus. We talked about it earlier. When you want to find the fairway first.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't choose Luke Donald, who's basically made a living here. Besides, I don't think he's won here, but he's made a good living here with a bunch of second places.
He might. I'm thinking of the schedule. He might come again, but I don't think he's coming again for a while.
Yeah,
I think his first. Typically, if you look at his wins, he's normally in the first half of the year. When it comes to like Valspar. Hawaii,
Honda, yeah.
He's an early
bird.
Early bird. So I'm gonna stick with that trend and kind of
say that he's not gonna win this time. Well, we'll put it in the airways that we're thinking of you, Luke.
If our contract renews next year, you'll see him in picks next year, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah, we're thinking about you, Luke. Every time you've chosen Derell, he's had some fine weeks. So
yeah, he's had some decent weeks.
Yeah, so he's a good guy out here. So that was my contender pick, Mr. Fairway Jesus. Derell,
I've been struggling with my winner. Like I've been really, really, really struggling with a winner this week.
It's a good field. It's a surprisingly good field.
It's a great field, and a decent amount of the guys were playing in the Masters, so that definitely helps. And I like that for tournaments. I like when I like to see all tournaments do well, because I think tournaments do so much, and they they plan for a year. And from my end to not have a good field for a tournament, that's because they want a good field, right? And so they want the community to come out and watch and support and do all these charities and all this stuff. Like, I want to see all that because it helps everybody. Everybody wins. I like the whole everybody winning thing. Anyways, off subject, but I think he played well here a couple years ago. I don't know what he did last year, but I think he's just on a streak in general. And I like the distance if you need it. If it gets windy, I'm going Dustin Johnson for my winner.
Ooh, okay.
I think he's been fairly quiet this year in general. He always, figures out a way to do something. South Carolina guy.
Yeah.
So went to Coastal, kind of in that homey vibe or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going Dustin Johnson. And again, if it gets windy, he has the length to and weapons to counteract all that.
Yeah. Go DJ. That's my DJ.
Yes.
16-1, Dustin Johnson. Yeah, he contended. I know he's contended here a number of times. He was in the final group one time and shot like a 78 randomly when he was the number one player in the world. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why he shouldn't be playing well. He played solid at the Masters. He's been playing well.
The match play.
The match play.
He was just tearing everybody apart. Players like
63.
The trend thing is my theme this year. I don't know if that theme changes next year, but that's my theme this year.
I like
Trenders.
It. He hasn't gotten that W like he has every season.
Yes.
He didn't win last year technically, but every season
he always gets it done. And I don't know where he is on the FedEx Cup, but I think he's not as high as he should be. So
he's got to be at least outside the top 30, something around there, I would imagine.
No, I don't think he's what you think he is, unless.
Let's see. He had the tied fourth or the fourth.
Oh, okay, he's 70th right now.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a little.
He's just risen to 70th just recently, though.
Okay.
He hasn't. It wasn't there for a while. Like he's.
Yeah.
Again, this is his time. He's typically. I've known Luke Donald is the beginning of the year. He's normally mid-year.
Find your rhythm type of deal.
He's a mid-year type of guy.
Yeah.
From history in general, like if you think about his wins, he normally does well like around PGA, US Opens, Masters. He's a middle of the year type of guy. I don't recall any early. He wins
Pebble Beach early in
Pebble Beach. Yeah, you're right. He didn't play that this year though.
Yeah. So no, I mean, we expect a lot from Dustin. Yeah, I mean, he's playing well. I did not know he was in 70th. But I think one thing that sticks out with him lately is that, like, I know he was tinkering with his driver a lot last year and probably early this year. And I think right now he's just, I'm just playing with what I got. I'm just going to go out and play. And when you do that, the talent will come out. And Dustin got tons of talent, as we know. I like it. South Carolina boy. I was going to make that comparison for sure. For my winner pick, guy who is in contention with Dustin in that 2016 U.S. Open. Actually had the lead there, if you remember. Another European guy, like I told you, he's playing well, Mr. Shane Lowry. I went back to the well. I believe I chose him somewhere along the line. I think maybe, was it Honda? No, I think it was after Honda, maybe. I think it was the Players I chose him for. But yeah. Shane Lowry.
He's playing well.
Yeah, playing well. Solid ball striker. And, short game out the wazoo, can get up and down from your pocket. So, I mean, I think he's going to get the dub.
And again, this place is friendly to international.
I like that fact. That's exactly what I was looking at before when I was making the picks. I was like, Graham McDowell, Brendan Grace.
Yeah.
I think Shane Lowry is due for another W. I mean, he's got the WGC at Bridgestone and he's got the major, obviously. Feels like it's time for him to get another notch on the belt to kind of validate his good play of late. So
plus he's trending, which puts the check mark on me.
It's got the blue check mark for Derell. As far as he's no, I think we've got a good lineup of picks as always. We can only hope that the streak will be snapped. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun week to watch. got any stories for us, Derell, about this week? How many times have you caddied here?
I've only been there twice.
Okay.
The first year when I was with Mac, we played the Masters, but we didn't play there, which is a shock just because it's just, but we played so much in a row. So I haven't really been to this event that much. I've been there twice. So I definitely like that event though. It's one on the schedule. Just that part of the country. I've had some good success in that area. Like, the times that I've caddied at the Players, good there. Time I caddied at Sea Island, Georgia. That I just like that side of the country from my personal resume.
It's got some good vibes. Yeah, maybe you got to eventually find a house to retire here or something.
I think typically when I go there, I fly into Jacksonville, so I think there's a common ground there.
There's some remnants from that.
There's some remnants. Yeah. So even like that interview that I did, Jacksonville, there's a strong presence for me. Like I said, the year that won Sea Island flew out of Jacksonville. A good finish at the Players flew out of Jacksonville. So Jacksonville has been a good spot for me. That area, that side of the country. Yeah.
No, it's got such a cozy southern vibe, like a nice comfort food almost.
Right.
Yeah, that's the feeling I get when I watch this. Davis Love owned this place. He's got like 5 wins here. Jack Nicklaus helped design this. I believe this was like an early Pete Dye, I want to say, or maybe I'm confusing with something else. Yeah, here we go. Pete Dye with Jack Nicklaus helped kind of design this course, which is it's got a very unique vibe. One thing I'm always interested. I don't know if Bubba's in the field, but he never plays here. Obviously, he won twice at the Masters. He loves the Masters, so I don't know if maybe fatigue from Masters goes into it. But I feel like this place would just fit into Bubba's eye. Like I feel like this is the course he would play.
Without a doubt. No, I'm not. I think again because he knows he's going to play the Masters every year now. That this just doesn't fit in the schedule. I know he's playing next week though.
That's right. At the Zurich Classic, speaking of, might be a special week. Might be actually doing this in person. Who knows?
Yeah, so we might, there's stuff in the works, so we'll see.
Yeah, so stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun week next week. But for now, this week, RBC Heritage. Derell, any last things about this pod?
Nothing besides I'm, having some fear of missing out, not being in Hilton Head this week. All good, part of the deal. I'll be watching closely. And speaking of the Masters too, real quick, I don't know do you have the app, the Masters app?
Yeah.
I think that's just awesome what they do, that you could legit see everyone's shot.
Dude.
That is if somehow in the future that can happen for every tournament, that is just going to be so game changer.
Quality stuff there.
The best part about it is it was free.
Yeah.
I would have paid for that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not trying to give anybody ideas, but I would have paid for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think they've got plenty of cheese, and it's definitely generous for them to, allow the public to just view it free of charge. I mean, because they do a quality job. I mean, you feel like you're having your own Masters dinner, or basically breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as far as I'm concerned.
It's so cool to see, like, so and so made triple or made a 3. Like you could see every shot.
You can watch it. You can actually watch it. It's not just a shot tracer.
Unreal.
Yeah,
love that.
Shout out to them for sure. I love that the leaderboard. Even you can flip from regular reader leaderboard to what they have actually there. Just makes it for sure. Maybe shoot, I don't know. They just got so many good ideas, I'm sure, and that they don't even do. But I mean, they do so much for us viewing public, and that's what makes it so awesome as a fan of the Masters. So,
again, the other part of that is not only is it big, it's just the Masters is just big on the whole sporting world.
Yeah,
not just golf. So I think everybody gets involved and watches. So that's the big attraction to it. And it's the only major where you play the same course every year.
True.
So that's the other part.
Yeah. So you know what to expect. You know what you're getting yourself into.
And we're never getting tired of it.
Yeah. I'll come back for more. I'll come back for for seconds of a Masters breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, but yeah, no. Shout out to the Masters. Really good viewing. Got the RBC Heritage this week. Audience, you know, do what you need to do down below. Let us know. Also, hey, actually, just I got it right here. I got this little Knox visor. Oh, there you go. Little visor action.
Ooh.
Maybe some merch will be dropped. I don't know. Maybe if you liked what that looked like, then maybe comment below if you think you're interested in that. So yeah, Derell, this is fun as always. Every week we'll be back next week with the Zurich Classic. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, do it all. You know your words mean something to me.